Let's go ahead and take care of our normal housekeeping work. We'll stop all of our apps and close all of our windows. And I'll just do a little copy paste here in this O4 qualifiers directory. And I'll rename it as O5 primary. And I'll go ahead and open this up in IntelliJ. I'll just do a rebuild on the project. I'll just do a quick cleanup here. There's an old folder that we have, our util folder. We're not using that anymore. I'll just delete that. And now I'll go ahead and remove the code for the qualifier annotation. I'll move into this class here, demo controller. And we had the qualifier annotation. I'll just remove that piece of code here. And this should fail, right? Because we have multiple implementations out here and it's not sure which one it's going to use. But let's just go ahead and run it real quick just to verify. All right, so we see the issue here. Application failed to start. Multiple implementations, not sure which one that it should use. We've seen all this stuff before. Down in the action section, this is where it gave you some hints or tips on how to resolve this issue. All the way over to the right, we already saw the example here of using the qualifier annotation. We implemented that already. But notice here, they also mentioned the primary annotation. Okay, so let's mark one of the beans as primary. All right, let's try it out. I'll move into my track coach here and expand my window, zoom in a bit, and I'll use the primary annotation here. Basically what I'm saying here is since there are multiple implementations in, make the track coach as the primary coach. And our demo controller, one thing to notice here, since we're using primary in the demo controller, there's no need to use qualifier because we have a primary coach. In this example, we set it up on the track coach. So it should resolve any issues or questions that Spring may have as far as which one to use. Make use of the primary one. Let's go ahead and run our application. And success. The application starts successfully, so there's no problem, there's no errors. Spring knows which one of the coaches it should use because we're making use of the primary annotation. Swing over into my web browser, go to localhost 8080/daily workout, and I should get a track workout. Excellent. Run a hard 5K because here we're making use of that track coach because it's primary. Alrighty, swing back in and let's try and break it on purpose. I love to do this stuff. This is always fun. So let's go ahead and add multiple primary components and let's see what happens. We know that track coach is already primary. Let's go ahead and make cricket coach primary. All right, we're trying to add multiple primaries and hey, what will Spring do? Alrighty, so that's in place. Save that. Your app should reload automatically. And it's going to reload and it's going to fail on the reload. So if we scroll up a bit and take a look at the error message, it says unsatisfied dependency exception. Okay. And all this ugly stack trace stuff. error creating bean with demo controller. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. And unsatisfied dependency. Okay. So no qualifying bean of type coach available. And oh, look at this. More than one primary bean found among the candidates. All right. So Spring figured this out. It says, hey, you have too many primaries out here. You can't do that. And so that's the main issue. That's the root cause. Okay. And of course, we can resolve that by simply having a single primary component. And so I'll just do that here by just going to Cricut Coach, removing that primary annotation, saving, and it should reload and reload successfully. Okay, great. So our app is up and running and everything's up. I can go and access that link and I should get the track workout, run a hard 5K. Okay, great. All right, so this was a good example of handling the issue of multiple implementations by making use of the primary annotation and just swinging back into our demo controller here. We see that there's no need to use qualifier because we actually have a primary coach. And by swinging over to track coach here, you can see that this given track coach is marked as primary. All right, so good job. Good job. I'm very happy.